Goes.
All right, this is
open it up. That sounds like he's talking to the hooker.
Yeah.
Open it up.
You gonna stretch your bag out first?
I have a horrible leave the shaft inside. I'm only bringing out the balls.
Baby thumbs.
You're only bringing out the balls?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's just one.
Ay.
There's
Here
his
it
balls.
is, fellas.
Here we go.
All right, wait.
Here it is. Here it
He's
is.
gonna pull out his
Here
balls.
it is.
No, he's got gravity has been yanking at his balls for decades longer than yours.
Oh, look at this.
That's just your penis. That's just your dick. I'm gonna take that as a win.
Where's your balls?
You owe me $1, motherfucker. You don't even have balls.
Some sort of weird shame now. He just pulled out the smallest head I've ever seen.
His is bigger than mine.
Yeah. Exactly. Give me $1. Give me $1. You had a chance to win 100.
Not at all,
You owe me $1,
We
sir.
can't hear you.
You know what? You can keep that $1. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the big.
Anything else, Ira?
That's it.
That's all you got today?
Listen, before I leave, I want to wish Opie and Anthony a happy Easter. The show is wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you for showing us your cock.
And listen, if you want me to fill in a few times,
I despise
will
his little
do
feet.
it.
I'd like you to fill in a cemetery hole. A fucking.
I despise your slots.
You're the greatest. You're wonderful.
I loathe you.
All right.
I loathe you.
Wow.
All right. Thank you, Ira. We got to go back
Thank
to
you.
some...
Thank you.
Thanks
You better not. You've had your fingers on your...
That's the beautiful thing about this show.
Yeah.
Make sure
I had to do that to you.
Remember the last time I was here, remember when Marion Barry came in?
God, that was fun.
That's right.
That was a good one.
Good to see
They
you.
were they were mad that we dragged him in here.
We dragged him in. We were talking about him. He came in to defend himself.
It was fucking great that day.
That was the best. We talked to him about crack, and he's like, "No one went in that pipe."
He is the walking reason for anti-Semitism, by the way.
Ira.
It is just he is every stereotype. That is a poster in 1935 Germany.
Listen! I just want to tell you, you do a good job. Listen! I'm going to proclaim something.
Loves the hookers, huh?
Loves the hookers.
Apparently he
Supposedly.
does.
We don't even
Street
know.
hookers.
Oh, yeah. He goes
Yeah,
old
that's
school.
old school. Where do you even find a street hooker these days, Jim?
They're not around that much. You gotta go on
What's
Craigslist.
the most shocking thing about Hugh? A buddy of mine ran into a chick that he used to date. She was a street hooker.
Really?
Yeah.
That would turn me on like a light.
Tough life.
E-Rock, what do you got?
Ira's walking down the hallway and he does Jay Thomas's show with this other girl, Madison.
Right.
So he sees her in the hallway and he goes, "Hey, Madison." She's like, "Hi, Ira." And he goes, "I just showed my balls."
He didn't even show his balls.
What did he show?
He doesn't know what his balls are and what his dick is.
No, that was the head of his dick.
All right, let's go to Paul in Pittsburgh. Paul.
Not impressed either.
Hey, Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hi.
I wanted to ask Joe, have you heard of this JWH 018? It's supposed to be a synthetic marijuana that comes in powder.
Is that
form.
also called K2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, K2. K2 is like a herbal thing that's coated in that, but you can get just the straight JWH 018.
Yeah, I have heard of that. You know how like that Balco thing, they were doing steroids, and what they were doing was they were making a steroid that was not recognizable in the test because it was like one molecule different or somehow or another. They were engineering it. Well, they're doing the same thing with marijuana. They've made marijuana you can smoke and has the exact same effects as marijuana, but it won't show up in a drug test.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Boy, they
tried
figured
it?
that out.
No, I haven't. Well, I live in California, and you know you can get
Right.
pot everywhere there, and it's basically legal. They just put it on the ballot for November. It's going to be legalization is going to be on the ballot.
And then what are they
Straight
gonna-
ahead.
Are they going to just sell it and tax it and fucking
Yeah,
get
well, that's
the
what they
state out
fucking
of,
should have done a long
They'll have
time
to
ago.
zone it, though, right? You can't just buy it everywhere. They're
Well,
like cigarettes.
they zone it now. I mean, supposedly they're supposed to shut down a lot of these pot dispensaries because they're too close to schools and residences and all sorts of other things.
Does that ever really fucking matter if things are close to a
Yeah,
school?
maybe it does. I don't know. I don't mind as long as it's available somewhere. I don't mind.
Yeah, you're right. It's just some dumb
I don't
law.
think
Like,
it's like, well, it can't be within such and such of a school. Like, who cares?
I do. I wouldn't want my fucking kid going to kindergarten and some douchebag's getting baked like right next door.
Well, don't get baked next
Okay,
door.
kids,
Buy
you
your
want some?
weed, but you know.
The problem with pot is the problem with society in general is 80% of the people are fucking retarded. And if you get 80% of the people high and then you go, oh, well, that's what potheads are like.
But you
Well,
can
no,
have a-
no, that's retards high.
you can have a
what
CVS
happens.
that sells liquor, like near a school,
true.
can't you?
Yeah, no,
I mean,
that's a good
people-
point.
What about
Good point.
booze, man?
man. You know, man. I know they were trying in Nassau County to put some law on the books that there couldn't be a gun store within a certain distance from a school or even school bus. And it's like a gun store isn't a school-like bus stop. They were trying to get this gun store shut down. And it's like, you don't buy a gun and then walk out of the gun store and just start, yeah, like shooting it up in the air like Yosemite Sam when you leave the place. That to me is just a cop-out thing that politicians use too much. You can't be close to a school. Wow.
Yeah,
like you're going to shoot up a school.
Think about how many gun ranges there are and how many gun stores there are and how little crime occurs in these places.
Yeah.
You know?
Not only that law is designed to stop people from buying a gun and then go shooting up a school. If you're going to shoot up a school, the distance from the gun store isn't going to stop you.
Doesn't really make
I can't get all the way across town to do this.
It's ridiculous.
And strip clubs is another one. Now, you don't want a strip club right next door to the school, but when you say like 1,000 yards from a school, and the strip clubs are just not open during school hours. You know, when the kids get out, maybe they can go in and see the
town's not as good as the night.
They get the day strippers. They got the day
Vegas.
strippers sections.
Unless you're in Vegas. In Vegas, we went to the Spearmint Rhino at 9:30 a.m. on a Thursday, and it was mobbed.
Great as that.
It was mobbed. We had to wait to get seated.
Wow.
It was crazy. Couldn't believe it.
Thursday morning.
It was so gross. We were driving there, and it was me and my friend Tate, and we were in the car, and like the hot sun is hitting the windshield, and I'm like, I should be asleep. This is so
what
retarded.
Am I doing?
Or at a job
pathetic.
somewhere.
And when we got
doing
there,
something industrious.
it's ridiculously packed.
Reading another theory about mescaline.
You're making fun of him?
Yeah.
Why are you making fun of him?
I don't. Joe
This is
actually
some good talk. Sometimes you got to expand your brain and see maybe there's some other shit out there.
Joe impressed me.
I don't think you'd like to see if there's other shit out there, Benny.
No, I do like to see shit, but I don't. I don't necessarily want.
Some of the shit might just be right.
Listen,
who knows?
There's a reason why they put blinders on a horse. Okay, there's some shit they don't need to see. Just keep moving, stupid. Get on the track.
Straight.
Wow.
Do you expand your mind?
That was awesome. How to ponder that for a second.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Vinny's very different than Joe.
I'm amazed though.
I like that. I like to think it's not just this horse shit that we're looking at every day, that there might be some different looks
There's
out there.
a lot more. There's a lot
I
more.
like to think that.
I like to think that too, but I don't necessarily want to dig into a pile of cow shit and eat something off of it to find out.
You don't have to.
You ever
get
do
it from my
mushrooms?
friend who grows it in his closet.
I don't even know the difference between mushrooms and acid and.
Well, I don't know. I don't either, but
there's a lot of differences.
Joe, what's the difference? Is a LSD is a psychedelic, right?
Well, there's a bunch of psychedelics that affect your brain in different ways. There's salvia. There's the cactus, the mescaline. There's a bunch of different things that have a bunch of different.
And
effects.
They're all different.
They're all different. Yeah, it's the way people look at it is like it's like you're visiting different neighborhoods. And each one of them has a completely different feel, different vibe to it.
It's like drug Epcot. Every neighborhood's got a different thing.
I'll let that sit out there.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on.
I'm doing well right up to that point. Right up to that point.
Everyone was.
Right there, I stepped off the
We
cliff.
haven't had any good bombs today.
Wait, that was a good one.
What is it fucking drug Epcot? I didn't like that you put a B in Epcot.
Thank you, Jim.
I want to hear fucking Kenny be a DJ.
Oh, you want to hear some of that? We are running out of show.